What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ethan Vance Radio Station. Today we got a 2006 Honda Shadow VLX 600 ready for some fork seal replacement. One's leaking on the left side, which we'll be showing in this video. We're going to do both, but just in this video I'm going to show the left side being replaced. Let's get right into it though. So first we're taking off these two 6mm bolts on the side on those last clips. Now we're going to be taking off, which that holds the hub. And so now this is the hub bolt right here, and this is a 17mm. Just in case you guys don't know, I want to give the best insight on what you guys are going to be looking forward to, just in case you guys need to buy tools. But as of right now, we just got that through. I'm using a little screwdriver to push it through the rest of the way, and then pulling it out. Once you get this 17mm hub bolt out, I'm going to be showing you guys there's a spacer inside right next to the wheel. Just remember how this goes. It'll be good insight for when you put it back together, which I'll be showing you right here. You can also see the two bolts right there that is 6mm to the left of the little spacer. And there is the wheel out. Simple as that. You got the brake on the other side, which is simple as just taking it out. You don't need to take off the brake or anything like that. Stick it back in there and let's get into the video. Yesterday was the original day we started this video and started working on the bike. Today is a new day, and yeah, so I had to go pick up this little bad boy right here, little Craftsman impact, and yeah, so we needed that to get out the bottom bolt that holds everything together. Would not come out either other way. It just kept spinning and kept spinning. If you guys know more about that, feel free to let me know. But this is what I found to work. Is I just picked up the impact and it worked great. So yeah, we're gonna get back outside. We're gonna do the whole other side. I finished up the left side when I got the impact, but it was dark and footage is trash. So we're gonna start the other side, and then you guys will see the whole process on that side. Let's get back out there. All right, guys, let's get right back into it. So here we're removing a 8mm bolt out of the bottom, which holds pretty much the whole strut together. Have to get this out. It's one of the first things. It acts like a clamp when it's still hooked onto the fork, but when you take it off the fork, it's kind of harder to get that bolt out. So here we're just taking off the brake. Two simple bolts. I think they were 10mm if I remember right. And here we're taking out the bolts that hold the fork rod, the strut onto the fork, I guess you could say. Just two simple bolts, and that'll loosen it up. Take these bolts off the fender real quick, and that'll be everything to get the fork off of the bike. Yeah, drop the fender right there. Great job. Great job. Thing is dirtier than the son of a gun on a Thursday night. But as you can see right there, it's not supposed to be leaking out of that side, so that is why we're replacing it. You'll also see later in the video, which I'll talk about, it literally drips out once we take the dust cover off, which is actually pretty crazy. So here we're removing it. Simple as what we showed. So now we get into the actual disassembly of it, which is kind of the fun part for me. Here we're just going to remove the dust cap first, which is what we'll pull off right here. And there is what dripped out. So there's nothing supposed to be dripped out. There's a seal inside there that's supposed to be working, and it's obviously not. So there'll be a little, I don't want to say cotter pin, but it's a little, I guess a ring that sits in a little groove in there, and that's what's right here. You just want to pop that out with a pin. And then next we will have to, as you can see, you kind of yank, you push it in and then you yank out. Do that a few times and it'll just take the bushing right out. So that is the seal that you want to replace, which we'll take off first. What I just dumped out right there, do not forget to put that back on the end before you put it back in. I forgot it once on the first one. So there is a spacer. It goes spacer at the very bottom, washer, and then the bushing, which you'll see the order when we put it back on as well. Make sure to clean all your parts well and lubricate the other parts that you need to. Here we're using some steel wool, and we're just cleaning out. There's rust inside of there from it leaking over time and air and water getting in there, so just clean it out real good. Here we're putting it back together. So I got a PVC pipe. It's 1/2 inch. You can get it out of your local stores. Got a mallet, and I'm just pounding on it to seat the seal. So right now I'm seating the washer and the spacer in there. Just tap on it lightly, and then right here I'm putting a little WD-40 on the thing just to make it so it slides better. Make sure you know what that looks like right there, but please don't screenshot that. So yeah, you're gonna push that down, put the 1.5 inch PVC pipe over, give a few taps, and the seal will be in. It's as simple as that. Alright, and then here's the little, however you say, the cotter ring, the ring that we took out that seats in there. I'm going to use the PVC pipe again just to make sure it's fully seated where it needs to be. Just a little metal ring, be careful with it. And then last but not least, we got the dust seal, or the dust cap, whatever you'd like to call it. And we're going to tap that in also with the PVC pipe. And just like that, it's all sealed up. We're going to make sure it's fully sealed, and we are good to go. Alrighty guys, so now it's time to pour. We're using hydraulic oil for this scenario, which I'll have a picture on after this. You're just going to pour it in the top, and then you want to measure 4.5 inches is what I was at, and tell the liquid from the very top. So I'll show the measuring tape in just a second. But we got the hydraulic oil. I just use that. There is fork oil out there, just a little bit more expensive. I just went with this and it worked great. Here we're doing that good old stroking motion again, you feel what I'm saying. Please don't screenshot, screen record, please, you know. And then here I am measuring. So yeah, 4.5 inches is what I measured. I'm sure there's a more technical way to do it out there, but there you go. So for the spring, you want to make sure the tighter spoils, or the whatever word that is, are at the top, and the more open ones are at the bottom when you put it in. You're going to put the metal pipe in. There's also a washer that goes above the spring, in between the spring and the metal, which was on there. I was just holding it together. And then you want to put the cap on the top. You're not going to be able to fully tighten the cap until you put it on the bike, but get it on there. And there you go. That is a complete fork seal. There you go. I hope this video is helping all your guys' fork seal replacement. If you guys are doing a Honda Shadow, if it is, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me how much you guys love this build or your guys' build. I'd love to hear about your guys' builds in the comments. I just got this bike, a couple months ago, and I've done quite a few little jobs on it at this point, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'd love to hear what you guys are doing on your bikes. And Merry Christmas again, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Yeah, the rest is simple. We're just installing. See you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of this one. Peace out, y'all.